We have a very, very, very special guest. Greatest tight end in NFL history.
I just blocked him, baby.
Rob Gronkowski.
I absolutely hate the Colts, bro. And this game, I swear, led to the Deflategate. They just came up with that because we were whooping them so bad every game.
Gronk was larger than life.
I was just out of control, looking to party after every game.
You drove him literally to the sideline. That kind of turned Bill on, low-key.
I loved it that he loved it, though. That made me happy. Dan, what happened in the shower between you and Julian Edelman?
Games with Names is a production of iHeartRadio. Welcome to Games with Names, presented by WynnBET. And we are back, folks.
We're back, baby.
Jackie.
What up?
Kyler.
How you doing?
We're all in the new studio here in LA, an undisclosed location. Big things to talk about, big things to come. We are super, super excited for season 2 of Games with Names. You guys, we have so much to catch up on, huh, Jackie?
Oh, my God. We have been getting everybody and anybody in this studio. We're going to make it up to you. We know it's been a minute. We got some guests. And to just put in and get and update everyone, last season we were in New York. I was doing Inside the NFL, and that's where I was living, and we made this podcast, and we had Sam Morrell on last season, who's our dog, who's our brother, who's killing it right now, making his new special. And you know, we had this podcast, we started this, and you know, I went out to LA. I started with Fox. Now I'm doing the Fox show, and we record out here. I got to be closer to my daughter. So now we've moved camp out to LA. Coast Productions is out here, and with scheduling mayhem, it wouldn't allow me and Sam to be able to continue to do this because we've been banking a lot of these episodes, a lot of these crazy episodes, and you know, with his schedule, my schedule, and being out in the West Coast, things just didn't work out, and we're gonna try to figure something out to get Sammy involved here. But we miss him. We love him. He's brought in so much. He's a pillar of Games with Names. Day one.
And you know, we can't wait to see him continue to flourish and grow.
Amen.
The way, I mean, anytime I throw on the IG, I just see him on some news station in somewhere. He's in a new city every time. And just busting balls, making the crazy. I don't even know how to react to it sometimes.
It's awesome.
No, but it'll be fun for him, and we wish him the best.
Make sure you go see him when he's in a city near you, and also you can check him out on his podcast, We Might Be Drunk, available where podcasts are available. Love Sam.
But we got to talk about season 2 now.
Oh boy. Should I tease a couple of these names we've had on that
Who
couch?
do we got? Wait, who do we got?
Bert Kreischer. We got LaShawn McCoy. We got Reggie Bush. We got Matt Leinart. We got Rich Eisen. We got Ryan Russillo. We got Dana White. Mark Cuban.
2 owners, 2 Trojans, 2 Heisman trophies.
That's just scratching the surface. We got a lot more.
Who's starting it off? Who's kicking it off? Is it someone?
Robbie G, Mr. Yosoi Fiesta himself.
Mr. Yosoi Fiesta, Robbie G, Robbie Gronkowski. I'm so excited for him to kick it off and to get into this episode specifically. I mean, it just brought us down memory lane because, you know, we haven't really got to hang out as much. He went to Tampa Bay. He lives in the East Coast. I was doing my thing. And to sit down, and we've gotten to talk a lot more since we're both at Fox now, but sitting down and talking old war stories, talking about things in the locker room, talking about, you know, just those old awesome days, the glory days of the Patriots, you know, and we didn't even think that. It was just, you know, boys being boys in the locker room, talking, having fun, pulling pranks. I mean, and bonding and developing relationships. And I can't wait to get into that.
Y'all didn't miss a beat, baby.
Didn't miss
Act
it.
like you never
I mean,
left.
it's like yesterday.
I know. It was awesome.
So I can't wait for it. And I
Can't wait for this episode, and I can't wait for season 2 for you guys to listen. We need you guys to help us name the studio here that we are recording in now. And let's go, folks.
Let's go, baby. Big season ahead.
Make sure to check out Games with Names on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, at Games with Names. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. We want to hear from you. So you know what? You guys can call in at 424-291-2290. Leave a message. Give us some game recs, your old stories, some debatable topics, iconic games, maybe some advice, whatever. Just call in.
The hotline's open.
That's kind of tight. I can't wait to hear some of these crazy calls. Or maybe they'll be cool calls. I don't know. This will be fun. Games with Names is brought to you by WynnBET. WynnBET brings the excitement of Wynn Las Vegas and Encore Boston Harbor to your phone. Join WynnBET today and bet with the official online gaming product from Wynn Resorts. Let's go.
November 16th, 2014, Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana.
The Patriots line up on the Colts 1-yard line.
Safety Sergio Brown starts acting up.
So he kept yapping and I threw him out of the club.
This is
the
Out of the Club game.
This is incredible.
Welcome to Games with Names. And we have a very, very, very special guest. 4-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time with the Pats, 1 with the Bucks. Greatest tight end in NFL history.
Why do you say that? Because you saw me in the shower every day? You like that booty?
No, because I saw big, large men bounce off of you on the field.
That's
nothing
even better.
Nothing in the shower.
All right.
Because you know the shower story.
I was just getting the
You know the shower.
clarification.
You know the shower.
I know there's a lot of shower stories. That's why I was just getting it clarified.
All right, I'm just telling you. You know your brother. Don't tell him that.
I know. Yeah.
My friend doesn't need an introduction. Robert Yo Soy Fiesta Gronkowski.
Thank you for having me, Jules.
Dude, thanks for
Yes.
having it. We got to introduce you to Jack. He's on our show. We got
What up,
Kyler.
Jack, what's up, brother?
Thanks for coming on today.
We got
brother.
everyone here.
Why are you so jacked?
I wish I was. I got to get on whatever the fuck you're on.
Ugh.
Gronk fit?
Weights. Gronk Fitness. Weights.
Gronk fit. Definitely
Oh,
Gronk.
Hanging
what-
around
what
you guys.
else?
I got something's gotta rub
Bagels.
off.
Bagels and cream cheese.
See, we're teaching
Some
them right there.
bacon.
Couple pieces over there. Yeah. What game did we choose, Gronk? Rob? I remember once Rob he goes, you call me Gronk. All my friends call me Rob, dude. Can you stop calling me Gronk? Remember that?
Not really. I just accepted it after a couple of years. I was like, all right, my name's Gronk now. It's Gronk, like 100%. Because growing up, my brother Dan was actually Gronk. I was never called Gronk my whole entire life, not even in college. I was Big Rob in college, actually. And then everyone just started calling me Gronk once I got to the NFL. And I thought it was really weird at first because my older brother Dan was called Gronk throughout his whole entire life. And then after like a year or two, I was like, screw it. I'm Gronk now. I accepted it. I mean, I accepted it the whole time, but like it was just weird because my brother was Gronk the whole time. But, I took it over.
Bro,
I took it over, baby.
it's not just a perfect name for you. I remember when we drafted you, I was going into my second year, and Billy O'Brien told the story about your draft evaluation. And like, I guess it was the story where they asked you for your biggest adversity in your life coming up to this point. Granted, he just had like severe back surgery like the year before, didn't even play. And what was the most adverse situation that you've ever had?
I told him it was my freshman year in high school. I was trying out for the varsity baseball team, and I went into the batting cage inside in the school gym, and I literally swung and whipped 20 baseballs in a row.
Yeah.
And I had to figure out how to come back from that.
That you were in a slump, right?
I was in the biggest slump ever. I mean, I was going from football right to basketball and then to baseball. So now I haven't swung a bat in 8 months or whatever. And I'm going in the gym and they're like, oh, Gronk, younger brother of Chris Gronkowski. He's, great football player, but he's going to be on the varsity baseball team. I'm all hyped up. And then I show up to the first practice and I literally whiffed 20 swings in a row. I didn't hit the ball once the first day.
And then what happened?
And then I absolutely sucked for about another week. I was like, what's going on? I'm not seeing it. I haven't swung the baseball bat in forever.
Confidence is down.
Confidence is super down. And I didn't really give a shit. I was like, I'm still better than everyone here. I'm just not showing it yet. So then you go down spring break. You go down to Florida. They take the team down to Florida. You play versus all the Florida teams. So, my brothers went through the whole program, the whole baseball program. So they're like, all right, well, Rob, your older brother Chris is going to be there, so we're just going to bring you. You can hang out. You can practice with us. You're going to be on varsity eventually. We're going to keep you on JV. So then I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, my whole family's going down there. So they brought me around to go to the practices and everything. And then finally they put the chumps in. This is like the fourth game, and they put all the chumps in that, that aren't going to play this year. So they threw me in, see what I got. And then, what do I do? First at bat, bases are loaded. What do? I hit a grand slam, baby. Grand salami, just like that. What do they put me at first base. I have like 5 Darren Poopa scoops right off the bat in the first game. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, yeah, I was hitting baseballs inside a batting cage right after a football season, after getting the crap beat out of me, and after a basketball season, after dunking on 15 fools. Like, I wasn't ready to play baseball yet. And then we get out to Florida. You put some competition in front of me, baby. Grand salami and 4 Darren Poopas in the first game. Ever since then, I started every single game at first base. Batted .444 that year. I was like, I had all these honors, as a freshman. And then my junior year, I absolutely sucked at baseball again and only batted .240.
and that and this is the story, mind you guys, that they painted the picture. Billy O told me the story. He's like, Gronk sat down for like 10 minutes really thinking about what's the most adverse thing I've had to ever overcome in my life. Just had back surgery that he didn't play his junior year in college from. And he comes up, and it was when he was in a slump his freshman year of baseball.
Yes, that is correct. And that's just not all about that visit. I mean, I was so sick of that visit, dude. It wasn't just a visit.
Were you sleeping?
Just wasn't the visit to the Patriots. So I went on like a little tour. Like I visited 12 different teams. It's kind of like you're going on these recruiting visits to each team because they want to get to know you. And
yeah.
The New England Patriots were the last ones on the list. And bro, I was sick. I was flying from Denver to Jacksonville to freaking Baltimore, meeting with every team. And I was so sick of it. And, you're putting like kind of a front on as well. And I was literally so sick of it. I go, I want to be outrageous here. I need to have some fun with it. I remember I was kind of hungover too, feeling like crap. All these flights. I went out and partied a couple of the nights too. So I wasn't even feeling like myself. So I was like, how do you get back to normal? You just become outrageous. And I show up, bro. I was so tired. First thing I do is fall asleep in Nancy's office. Yeah. Bill Belichick heard all about it. He couldn't believe it. And then I go into the interview session, and Billy O'Brien draws a play up, and then he erases on the board. He's like, all right, can you name what the wide receivers did, like rename their route and what their responsibility was? I was like, bro, I have no clue. I couldn't even think. And then he's like, what do you do? I was like, you just throw me the fucking ball, Billy. I'll make some guys miss. I'll run over some people. He's like, but you don't know the play. I was like, I don't need to know the play. You throw me the ball. Like, that's basically how our interview went. And then I literally walked out of there, called Drew Rosenhaus. I said, this team is either going to take me or they're fucking laughing at me. And I give no fucks because I'm over this whole process. So what happens? New England Patriots trade up for me for the 42nd pick in the NFL draft in 2010 and select me. And I looked around the table. I said, I told you they were going to take me.
But Billy O, so going back to where we started, that is Gronk.
Yes.
Right there. That whole thing. And they built up, like, I remember them talking about you, the coaches, saying like, yeah, man, you're going to love this kid. He's fucking just awesome. He had, like, you explained the whole thing that you just explained. And, like, that was like, oh, my God, what? Like, that doesn't happen in New England. You know what I mean? And Gronk kind of, from your little story right there, you can kind of portray that you're not a smart football player, like, but you were, like, brilliant. Like, they would explain that, like, don't think that Gronk didn't know his fucking plays. This guy, you coached him once on one thing, he never had to say it again. Like, he was, like, one of the most football intelligent guys I knew.
Yes. I mean, at that time when I was doing the interview, I was beat down. I was sick of it, so I couldn't really recall, the play after he showed it to me. And then also, I did struggle a little bit, though, my rookie year with the playbook. I actually would have probably started every single game from the beginning. My first 8 games, I only was playing about 15 to 20 plays a game, if you can recall that. And then finally, boom, the playbook hit. I mean, it was a tough playbook. I mean, in college, I literally think I had like 15 plays, and I lined up in the same spot every single play. And I get to New England, and man, let me tell you, that playbook was outrageous.
And it's not just the playbook;
Yes.
it's the personnel groups. You're playing Y, you're playing F.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's wheels. You guys got to flop. Like it was definitely tough.
It was definitely a challenge.
And the fucking formations. There's so many goddamn formations.
It drove me crazy. Like I said, in college, I had one formation. I lined up in the same spot every single play. I'm not lying. Every single play I get to New England, 65 different formations?
Yeah.
Actually, probably 150 different formations, but then we narrowed it down to about 65. Dude, my head was spinning all over the place. And then finally, it just clicked, once I got it under control. About week 10, remember I scored that touchdown versus the Chicago Bears versus Brian Urlacher?
Oh, yeah.
What was that, Panther route, where I had to just get big right at the goal line, and then Tom was going to throw it low. And then we hit it in practice that Friday. Then we hit it in the game that Sunday, and since then I was starting every single play.
That's when you took the league for notice, when you manhandled him kind of. I mean, Urlacher was he was the best linebacker.
He was the guy
in the league at that
was
time.
The guy.
Gronk's this little, like this, not a little by any means. It was just, rookie comes in, bop, gets physical with him. That was the coaching point. That was Rob's coaching point. A lot of his routes, the coaches would say, Rob, just get physical with them.
Yes, that's true. And then it got so out of control. Remember that one year I freaking body slammed Tre'Davious White because I was getting physical, and then everyone else just started grabbing me, and they were pulling me down, shoulder pads, like grabbing me all over the place. And then finally, versus the Buffalo Bills, when Tre'Davious White grabbed me 3 times.
You people's elbowed him.
Go pull up that play. He pulled me 3 times. And then also, I was trying to get my incentives as well. So he screwed me. I had to get like 300 more yards. That would have like juiced me up another 20 yards. And it just made me mad, bro. And I was like finally over this getting held. And then every time I was a little bit physical, they were throwing the flag on me. I was like, how? I just got held 50 times this game. Now you're going to throw the flag on me? And finally I lost it. People's elbow, baby.
Literally. Literally. Let's see this.
Okay, let's watch it.
Rob Gronkowski.
Bills players were scared of me after. He's lucky though. I let up at the very end. Though. I let up at the very end. I'm telling you. Right when I was going down, I was like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't do this," and let up. Like I could have went boom like into the ground. I let up. But let's watch. Ready? See, I'm coming in. Hold me. Pull again, and then hold me, and then no flag on him.
Flag for pass interference, and Gronk. Yeah, after a Patriot had already touched him down.
Well, look at Gronk.
And touches him down, and Gronk.
Yeah, and guess what? I didn't see Philip Dorsett touch him either. So I was going to have an excuse like, I was just making sure he was down. I didn't want him to get up and run for it. But Philip Dorsett should have never touched him. You screwed me, Philip.
Old Dorsett. So what have you been up to these days?
I just love to do activities. Pickleball, basketball, lift once in a while, run some sprints for fun because it's just in my blood, Got to stay active. Commercials.
A lot of commercials.
Yeah, commercials are fun.
Ralphie.
Yeah, Ralphie. Love to hang out with Ralphie. You got Rocky right around the corner behind us.
Rocky's
the shit, man. I love Rocky.
He's a sweet dog.
Yeah, I can just tell. Rocky and
Look
Ralphie.
Look at him right over there. He's tucked up.
They would love each other. What a sweet dog. I love dogs like that.
And we just became teammates again.
Yes, we did. We just became teammates. This will be my 3rd year with Fox with the pregame show, and you just signed on this year. So it's a pleasure to have you, Julian. We were teammates for 9 years, and now we're teammates again. So hopefully this lasts for quite some time. It can last for however long we want it to last, baby.
As long as we want.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for it. The Fox pregame shows, check it out. Me and Jules, we're going to be analyzing our face off.
Just faces off on analyzations. Right? So tell us about the game we picked.
Yes, so we picked the 2014 season, Week 11, the Patriots versus the Colts. This is when Jonas Gray had that breakout game, over 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, and it was the game I threw the guy out of the club.
Now, we got to get some background on this. This wasn't just like, people don't realize.
I absolutely hate the Colts, bro.
Why do you hate the Colts?
No respect for them. I don't know. Every time we went in there, they were always amping shit up, acting like they were the absolute best, the best team out there. They had Peyton Manning, we had Tom Brady. So I just we're all for Tom Brady, not Peyton Manning. So at that moment, actually at all moments, of course,
Yeah,
that's our guy.
That's our guy.
That's our
That's our
guy.
guy.
100%.
Fed us.
And exactly, that's why we can have these cameras around, because we can afford them, because Tom fed us.
Tom fed us.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. Peyton Manning wasn't feeding us.
No.
Yeah, he was
wasn't.
our rival.
He was rival.
And I don't know, they just always talk garbage in the media too. The week of the game.
Mike Adams.
Yeah.
I think he had some clips out here that year
And-
talking.
And this game, I swear, led to the Deflategate. They needed to find some BS answer of why they kept losing to us every single year, year in and year out. And they weren't just losing to us. We were absolutely pounding that ass every single time we played them.
This year in the AFC Championship, we played him, right?
Was it this
And
year?
that was Deflategate.
And that was Deflategate. So I'm telling you, this
And
game
it was
led up to it.
What was the score at halftime?
No, I think it was a year after.
No,
maybe.
it was this.
It was this year.
It took
Yeah.
2 years to do the investigation.
It did. That was so stupid, bro. I'm telling you, they just came up with that because we were whooping them so bad every game.
What was the score at halftime, Jack? I believe it was 0-0.
In the AFC Championship
Yeah.
game? Let me double check.
I remember, and then that's when the whole deflate thing came, and then like they put in their other balls or whatever, this, that, and then we went on to wax them. What
I
was
mean,
it? Was
we
it
ran the-
31-0?
I mean, we ran the ball again, 55 times that game? We probably only had like 150 yards passing.
Yeah.
Like,
It was 17-7, and then we outscored them 28-0 in the second half. LeGarrette Blount balled out, ran all over him.
He had that big kickoff too, didn't he? Have a kickoff return? Was that that game?
what year was this?
Let me double check.
2014.
It was 2014?
Well, it was in 2015.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It
because-
was the same year we
Yeah.
won the Super Bowl
Yeah.
with Seattle. Oh my gosh, man. These memories. So also back to the Sergio Brown. So then he goes to the Colts. And then this game, dude, here's the background of it. If it wasn't even Sergio, I would have still done the same thing. But it wasn't because I didn't dislike Sergio. It was just because he talked the whole entire game. And anyone that talks shit to me, I have a trigger.
Never.
That like all of a sudden I just go into like
Beast
the
mode.
hawk.
No,
The-
beast
I'm
mode.
beast mode.
Beast mode.
Like I'm going the beast mode. It doesn't matter who's talking shit to me. If it's my teammate, if it's a coach. That's why I love Billy O, man. He made me get in the beast mode because he would talk shit to me.
Yeah.
On the sidelines, I'd be like, that fucker, I'm going to show him. I'm going to break 10 tackles and come back to the sideline and be like, yeah, you see that, Billy O?
Yeah.
You couldn't do that. You just called the play, you know?
Oh,
That's what was going through my mind. But he was talking every single play. And then finally, beast mode just kicked in. I was like, I have to take this guy out.
And boy, did you.
And did I. I threw him right out of the club. And that's why I went right to the sideline. And I was like, Bill, he just keeps on yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping, even on plays that were unnecessary to yap on. And that's why it went down.
Thing is, coach didn't even get mad at you because you drove him literally to the sideline, like 30 yards, like and like that kind of turned Bill on low key.
It does.
He loved it.
It turned
he
Bill
loved
on.
it, even though there was a penalty, which
He
we
hates the penalty.
we hate
and
penalties.
he didn't even bring it up because
He didn't
loved
bring it up.
so much.
he didn't bring it up.
And it was a good thing we were winning by, that was like to put us up by like 21, I think,
Yeah.
to give us the control of the game. So he loved it low key. I loved it that he loved it though. That made me happy.
We'll get back more into the game, but we have a segment where we go back on the date of the game. And on this November 16th, 2014, number one movie was Guardians of the Galaxy. You ever see that? All right.
Never seen it.
It's
Isn't it with that big ass guy?
yeah. He's kind of like you.
Bautista?
Yeah.
Right? Oh man, no, he's not like me. He way bigger, dude.
No,
that
You could
dude-
take Batista.
I don't know, man. Batista's
Bro, that's a movie. You're real.
no, but in person, dude, that dude's huge. He's a fighter as well, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he's a fighter, man.
I think. Let me see.
No, I ain't messing with him. I don't care.
Number one song.
I'm not. If it was a football field 1-on-1 with pads on, I'll go versus him 100%. I mean, that's totally different skill. But no, I wouldn't mess with him though. That dude's massive, bro.
He is pretty big.
No, he way bigger than me.
Not way bigger.
But
He's 54 though.
all right, maybe I will.
Old
take
man
him
strength?
on.
I
He's
don't know,
54.
Number one song was "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift. We were just talking about Taylor
Yeah.
Swift earlier today.
Yeah, she's a beast.
You know, my daughter loves Taylor Swift right now. I took
Didn't
her.
you go to the concert?
Yeah, I took her and her little two friends It was awesome. Weedham Boys, Wiz Khalifa. That was like such a anthem for every football team. Jack, what do you got?
There was some talk that it was like the Steelers anthem, then it was the Cowboys, and it was the Seahawks. I got to look into that, though.
Yeah, everyone keeps on talking. What was 2014 like for Roberto?
What was I like? I was out of control, bro. 2014 was a great year. It really was. It was a year I was coming back from an injury, so I just wanted to prove myself so bad. I was coming back from like a back surgery, a knee surgery, and a forearm surgery. Everyone was writing me off. I think I won comeback player of the year that year as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I had a slow start because of my knee. It was swelling like a little bit after
After
the
hit.
first 2 games.
And that was the Cleveland injury.
And it was kind of like I have to prove myself. It was pissing me off. Everyone was writing me off. They were all talking shit, and I loved it, bro. Like I said, it triggered me to beast mode. And I was just out of control, looking to party after every game, looking to freaking say some crazy comments on the plane ride home, talk garbage to each other. Those were the best years right there.
Those were so fun. I mean, it was
like
we were young. We were still having because then once we got older, we didn't go out as much. You didn't go out. You get older, it gets harder. You can't fucking do it.
Exactly. That's when it wasn't hard. Going out, talking garbage, doing anything you want, being invincible.
And life's completely changed now because now you're like fitness Gronk.
Yeah, love fitness. I mean, it's hard to toss people out of the club 24/7.
People always think that like you still just go out and party.
No.
Gronk never drinks.
I mean, I love to have a great time, no doubt about it. I mean, dude, we partied so hard back in the day though too. Like, remember us on that golf cart in Nantucket?
Figawi
Weekend.
We got in so much trouble though for that because you had a surgery.
I think it was my forearm.
And was it? And then I had a foot.
Yes,
we were both getting pulled. We were in the back of we were in
the back of a golf cart, and people were filming us. And then we weighed so much, and I think the people in the front got off the golf cart. And when they got off, the golf cart, the front 2 wheels went up in the air. And we fell right onto the ground and like face planted. And the crazy thing about it is we had no clue that we even did that until we saw the video on Barstool 4 days later. And the caption of Barstool was, "Not really sure we want our star wide receiver and tight end acting like this in Figawi, but we love them for it."
Yeah.
And I was like, that's why I love Barstool. They're sticking up for us.
Bro, you remember how mad Bill was?
Oh, man.
You fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Can't, Jesus Christ. Can you guys just stay out of the headlines?
Just
you
stay
guys
out
are
of
hurt.
Headlines. Yeah. You guys aren't even practicing right now. You can't even go on the field and you're acting like drunk idiots at Figawi. Of course we are. We're young and dumb. I would not change a thing, bro. Imagine if we didn't do that now and we try to do it now, it would be hard to do it now. We did it when we could.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it. We did it when we could.
That was such a fun trip, that Figawi trip.
Did you pull it up? Do you have that? It's online somewhere, dude. Let's look at it. Dang, look how young we look in all these videos.
Thanks for watching The Fumble. You know your Memorial Day weekend was lit when Justin Timberlake tweets you to compliment on your dance moves. Yeah, I'm talking about Gronk. He spent the weekend with Julian Edelman partying in Nantucket. Here's a glimpse into their weekend. Edelman let us know exactly.
Oh, that's Tom's butt. I thought it was mine. Jealous of Tom.
Took a beer and poured it all over
Look at us, dude. We were maniacs. You're pouring a beer on my head. I'm front row of the concert.
Gronk made Patriots fans a little nervous when he attempted to do the splits and crawl on the floor at the same time.
This was 2 months before training camp. Bill, we're training. We're stretching.
Their entire Pat season flashed before their eyes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, dude.
There it is. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, that's what happened.
But no worries, they were okay enough to dance to Justin Timberlake on stage later that night, which is what
Was there? I don't remember him being there.
Yeah.
That's the Gronk move right there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we used to dance our face off. I swear that made us better players though, because we were doing so many different type of movements. Yes,
calisthenics.
It was our cardio. We were dancing for 4 hours straight, and we burned off all the alcohol while we were dancing too. That's why we were always ready to go when we showed up.
Oh my God, people don't realize Gronk was larger than life when after this year and when he first got there. I remember when he first got there, we went out to a club. So he's a rookie, and we're walking, and there's this big ass dude. No one in Boston knew who he was, and he just starts dancing just like he did right there. And there's a platter of shrimp walking by to go to a table. Gronk grabs a handful of the shrimp and just starts eating it. He's like, dude, these are the best shrimp ever. And they're yelling at him like he almost got kicked out.
No, I pulled it off though the first time. She had no clue that I stole the shrimp because the platter was up here and I went like that. And I started eating it. You were mind blown that I did that.
I was mind blown. And then fast forward 2 months later, he became larger than life. We would go to concerts and stuff, and people would find out Gronk was in the van, and they would get around the concert or the van and start shaking it.
Gronk was scary. I remember that those situations.
Was that a Red Sox game or a concert?
Yeah, it was a concert, I think.
It was so crazy.
This is when I'll tell a story. This is when I knew it was getting out of control. It really wasn't my rookie year. It was after my rookie year. It was the second year of being in the league. So you know how we always did those Friday night dinners sometimes. We had Nico Kudavides, our player coach. Yeah, making sure everything goes right.
What is the guy that called in the Godfather? The guy who's the
consigliere?
Consigliere. That's what he was around the locker room.
So it's week 5 now. I've been going out after my rookie year. Only some people noticed me in the club and stuff, in Boston, going to the bars. I could go around anywhere after my rookie year, but second year, I got 5 touchdowns already. It's 3 games. And we go out to a spot in Rhode Island. And then from that dinner, we go out to this club. I think it was called the Hot Spot in Rhode Island or something, the hot place. And we walk in. And then that's the day that changed my life. I was like, oh, crap, this is getting out of control. We walked in, the whole place just went bizarre. And then we put ourselves right in the corner. It was kind of that was when Jersey Shore was huge. And we walked in. I was like, what the heck? This is Jersey Shore people walking in. And then we get the little section in the corner. And I was like, what's going on? Everyone's flipping out, fist pumping with us. I'm pouring out shots. And this is a Friday night before one of our games, my second year. And then we had to leave after 35 minutes. I was like, all right, this is getting too out of control. So I was like, holy crap. I was like, I think my life has changed. And I thought it was the coolest moments of my life as well.
Dude, he was larger than life after his rookie year. And I'm talking, the first time I met him, people were like, who's this fucking big ass dude stealing shrimp from this goddamn plate? And then fast forward a year and he was like the Beatles, bro, in Boston. Gronk it was insane.
It was fun, dude. I would not change a thing.
Nah,
I would not change
That was
a
a
thing.
great city to play for.
Dude,
that was the best. If you got to think about it, as far as being a pro sport town, we went to we watched the Red Sox win a World Series. We watched the Bruins win a World Cup or a championship. I was there early when the Celtics did it in 2010 or 9-8. It was 2008, right? When they got it. I went to those games.
Bro, I would not change a thing, man. It was the best times of our life. And the best part about it, the whole city of Boston, the whole area of New England, hands down the best sports town in, I would say, the whole world. I played in Tampa. We went on the road to play in other cities. I've been, in Europe to go to soccer games and stuff. I'm telling you, hands down, New England is the best area for any pro sports team out there in America.
And the cool thing about it is it's not just Boston for us. Mm-hmm. Our team was New England. So we hit those 5 states, New Hampshire, Vermont,
yes,
Rhode Island, 6, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine.
Some New York. A little bit, some parts of New York.
I always call Connecticut half New York, half Mass fans.
I don't even consider Connecticut as New England. So they say Connecticut's one of the states that are part of New England, and that just kind of throws me off.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's not. That's not New England. But
it's weird. You'll have it's really fucking crazy. In Connecticut, you get a lot of these people that are Patriots fans and Yankee fans, or you get you'll get like a Jets and a Celtics fan, or it's fucking crazy.
Mixed emotions.
Mixed emotions.
They don't know what's going on.
I mean, Connecticut. It's a crazy place. This year in 2014 in the sports world, first season of Microsoft Surface tablets in the National Football League. Have we seen a few of those things tossed?
Yeah, they're not really that good of friends with Tom.
No.
That
guy, or Bill. Bill throws them too.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Just give me a piece of paper. It's easier.
This thing never fucking works. Remember, they always get so mad about
I hate technology.
we love Microsoft on here. It just, sometimes, things happen. It's a heated environment, and like we got to blame something. And coaches always blame technology.
Every time.
Always blame the technology. When you'd be in like watching film, and God forbid, like something wasn't wrong, what did you hear? Jared,
it's not working.
multi-billion-dollar corporation. We can't get our fucking film right.
The forward button's not working.
Oh my God.
The pause button broke.
It was so crazy. Coaches love to hammer technology.
They do. They sure do.
Clowney was the first overall pick. He was a beast for a while.
Beast, bro. Athletic. A freak.
And then is he still in the league?
Yeah, he just signed with the team. He was with the
Raiders?
Cleveland Browns.
I think Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah, he just signed with Baltimore.
How old
man.
is he?
Let me see.
He got to be in like his 10th year.
Eighth, ninth.
I mean, if it's 2014 here,
He's 30.
you're a math guy.
He's 30.
You want to know what makes him special? Is he's so explosive.
Yeah.
Like, boom, he's right off the line.
Didn't he get hurt though?
He got hurt a couple times.
A couple times, but he was a problem for a while.
Yes, he was.
OBJ won Rookie of the Year. He didn't even play in his like first 5 games, and he had like 1,000 yards. He was balling.
Yeah, he
the
was
catch.
balling.
He got famous off
The
that.
catch wasn't his rookie year, was it? I thought it was his second year in the league.
Was it second year?
Let me double
Second
check.
year or rookie year? Yeah, it was his second year, but he was a baller, dude. He was balling with the Giants.
Man, how do you think he's going to do with the Ravens this year?
I think he'll have a decent year.
Decent?
Yeah, decent. Not like his second year when he was balling, but he's going to have, 80 receptions, maybe 1,000 yards, right around there. 8 touchdowns, 6 to 8 touchdowns.
That's a good year,
That's a great year.
especially for Lamar, because they already have that. Mark Andrews is one of my favorite tight ends.
Yes, he is.
Is he not a fucking complete tight end right
He's
now?
a complete tight end. He blocks. He can catch. And he kind of like, he's the spark of the offense for Baltimore. Without him, they have no chance.
He's been holding them for the last few years. What do you got, Jack?
It was his rookie year.
Rookie year.
January
That was his
of his
rookie year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he got name dropped by Drake. Remember that?
Yeah.
I reach back like 1-3. Like, remember that?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
man.
That makes his rookie year that much more special.
We won the Super Bowl.
That's the best part of that year.
That was the best part of that year.
Yes, 100%.
That's
the Super Bowl club, bro.
Honestly-
We entered the Super Bowl club.
the first one was pretty special. 14. What are you reading over there, Gronk?
I'm reading your tweet. I'm sorry, bro.
What is my tweet? To Gronk, you look like a fighter. They say, oh, you play football? From the actor from Flash, Gordon Me. Bud, he's the only best tight end.
Oh,
my God.
oh, bro. Sorry. That was a great tweet. That was a great tweet.
Concussion?
Yeah.
And then Tom, even I couldn't tackle Gronkowski last night. Tom, you couldn't tackle anyone. So like, actually, he had one tackle in his career. It was pretty nice, didn't he?
Which one?
The one he had.
I got to do some digging on that.
Oh man, what were you saying though? I was reading, but you were saying something before that.
I don't know. I was trying
You
to
were
read
saying
my tweet,
something.
but I couldn't read my tweet.
Oh, we were talking about the first one being the sweetest.
Oh yeah. Oh, it really was, bro.
Super-
'Cause
24
we lost the one versus the Giants in
Yes.
2011. That
And if
one
you didn't
hurt.
get hurt, we would have dominated that
I
game.
know, man. I know.
Fucking Eli.
Oh, but it's all right because then we won this one. And once you get in that Super Bowl club, man, that felt good.
Felt
that felt
insane.
good.
I mean, because you never experienced it.
Exactly.
And
man.
we were always, I was always so sick and tired of hearing about fucking the old Patriots. Like
exactly.
Because Bill would
And-
bring it, Bill would, he was there for so long, he'd bring up all these we've seen the same clip of Troy Brown stripping the San Diego Charger in that one. I've seen that
Yep.
clip
It marked
time.
our era.
Yeah.
That the new Patriots era was here.
Yeah, it was good, and they motivated us. Those older guys.
They did. They set the standard.
They set the
100%.
standard.
You got to appreciate them big time. They set the standard.
But I was sick and tired of hearing about Willie Mack, Teddy Bruschi.
Yes,
because that's Bill would bring it up every day.
he would.
Every day. And then after this, you had to go and win another one.
Yes.
So then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just to show them.
Just to show.
It was our era.
We'll be right back after this quick break. Games with Names is brought to you by my friends at WynnBET. WynnBET is bringing the excitement of Wynn Las Vegas and Encore Boston Harbor to online sports betting. Whether you're a recreational player or a serious handicapper, WynnBET is your ticket to every exciting wager, from straight bets to parlays, teasers, and any prop bet you can dream up. All players have access to Wynn rewards and can redeem them from your resort credit in Las Vegas and Boston. Sign up today and get in the game online or visit Boston's Sportsbook at Encore Boston Harbor. There's no better way to enjoy sports with a little extra winnings in your pocket. Betting is a team sport. Join the WynnBET team and bet with the best.
Jack, why don't you set the stage for this Indianapolis Colts team?
This was the third year of the Andrew Luck era, short-lived Andrew Luck era.
7 years only, huh?
7 years only, so 4 more after this. And this was honestly the high watermark for the Colts post-Peyton Manning. Best season they had post-Peyton Manning. Up until this point, best season they had post-Peyton Manning still.
They were always a good football team. We just knew how to play them.
Yeah, we did. And no lie, Coach Belichick knew how to coach against them.
Yeah.
He knew their strengths. He knew their weaknesses, and we just attacked them everywhere
Always.
we could.
You know, one thing is, I felt like we always ran the ball down their throat.
We ran the ball down their throat. Ran it.
I mean, we got a guy off the street, no disrespect to Jonas Gray, and he went for 204 tugs. And this was kind of
ridiculous.
This game we were kind of on a weren't we? Didn't we lose a couple weeks before or something?
This was the Trent Dilfer, it's over Kansas City Chiefs season.
Oh,
Started
man.
2-2 the season that year, then went on a 5-game win streak.
Oh, and dude, you were going after Trent all the time. I loved it.
Was
Trent Dildo.
They're just not good enough.
Trent fucking Dildo. Get the fuck out of here.
Old
Yeah.
Dilfer. Was I going at him publicly?
Yeah. I remember after a couple of the games, you'd be like, yeah, Trent Dilfer, I remember what you said. I remember. You're going after him. Someone was going after him. I'm pretty sure it was you.
Yeah.
I loved it. I just went after him secretly in my mind. But now I just really went after him.
Yeah, Trent Dildo.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a CBS News headline. Julian Edelman calls Trent Dilfer embarrassing.
See? I told you it was you going after him. But I remember that, dude. He just wanted to talk garbage. I mean, we did
Everyone
have that.
wanted clickbait.
Yeah, he did. We did have that terrible game versus Kansas City Chiefs. What was it?
We got blown out.
Monday Night Football, bro. We got blown out.
41-14.
They whooped
at
our
Arrowhead.
ass.
I remember that. And that we were 2-1, and then we were 2-2 after that game, right?
Yep.
And I remember that was the year with my knee coming back. And right after that game, man, I literally went home. I go, I'm going to make Tom Brady again next week. And what happens? We played the Cincinnati Bengals. I put up like 2 touchdowns.
Cincinnati.
Sunday night football, and boom, everyone goes, man, did this team just bounce back? And then we won it all that year.
Yeah.
On to Cincinnati.
On to Cincinnati. What was that week like inside the building?
It was always a pretty good focus for Indy. Like there was a
No, I mean after Kansas City.
Oh, after Kansas City?
Yeah.
We were all on high alert.
Yeah, we had State of the
High alert.
Unions. We used to have these things called State of the Unions where like, Slate would always come up like, yo, let's have State of the Union. We have to go like a hallway or something like, so no one would see us. He's like, oh man, they're going to be chopping jokers' heads off if we lose one more here. We're all going to be out of here. We're fucked. You know what I mean? That's how crazy it was. If you lost, was it 2 in a row?
Let me double check. It was 2-2 in the month of September.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Yep.
It wasn't a fun environment to be in when we lost. Everyone was on high alert.
We were on high alert. And then we just switched that switch.
You want to know what? I know we're getting
Flip
off,
that switch.
Flipped. I know
Flip the switch.
I know we're getting off subject, and we're supposed to be talking about the Indianapolis
Yeah,
Colts.
let's get back to the Colts.
Yeah, let's get back to the Colts.
Yeah, I agree.
No, but also I would say the real flipping of the switch that year was when we lost to Green Bay and we took the trip to San Diego immediately after there, and we beat San Diego in that Sunday Night Football game.
I had a tug. And
Yeah.
you also had that sick ass 69-yard touchdown.
No, it was
69-yard touchdown.
Nice,
it was.
nice.
You had Jules, and that was the week I put
75.
Oh, it was 75 yards.
Where's your
No.
mind always at?
I wore number
I remember-
69
Yeah.
to practice that day. Bill was like, we don't know each other's names. We're only going to wear T-shirts out to the field. So what did I put on my T-shirt? I put number 69 on my T-shirt in tape, and then blamed it on freaking Jimbo that he allowed me to put 69 on my jersey, on my freaking or my T-shirt.
Fucking Gronkowski whipping his fucking thing.
He came up to me and goes, if you don't take that number off, just walk out. You're not practicing. And I was like, come on, like 5 more minutes. I was like, but Bill, mission accomplished. I already walked by the media and the college students that are hanging out. They all cheered for me with the number.
We were banged up.
Oh, we were banged up.
At San Diego.
That was your touchdown catch sealed the deal, though.
I remember in the huddle, we said something. I said something like, let's have a good drive. And I think you said in the huddle right before that play, like, screw that. Let's get it one play or something like that. Remember?
I do remember that. Mm-hmm.
He,
It went down something like that.
it was something like
I mean,
that.
it's been like 10 years now, so you can't recall it to the T, but it went
I
down.
remember talking
It
about
went down.
that before that drive, something.
Yeah. And you came through. You always came through, Jules.
You always came.
That's why we won championships.
A lot of them.
That is why.
A lot. How many straight AFC championships we go to? 8?
This was 6. This
6?
year marked the 6th.
You know, ever since I got to New England, I had a bye week the whole 9 years I played in New England. I had a bye week every single year going into the playoffs.
Say, we didn't have it my rookie year, and then once you guys left, departed for Florida, didn't have one either.
Mm-hmm.
But
Just incredible, though.
that we won the division every year. How many
Every
does
single
Kansas
year.
City have right now? Straight, they got a lot. They're
AFC Championship appearances.
yeah, they're going
Let me
on.
double check.
They're getting pretty. They're in it a lot right now. You know, I think this is their 3rd, 4th straight, whatever. But
Well, we got to get back to the Colts, though.
Yeah, let's get back to the
we're kind
Colts.
of getting away.
way off.
But the only person I did like on that team was Pat McAfee.
I like. Well, I never like to talk to the punter.
Yeah, me neither. So I really didn't like him. I just like him now.
I like him now. He's fucking
he's
great on.
funny.
He's great on that.
But he was always talking garbage like they were sweet. I'll be like, bro, you're on the fucking Colts.
Yeah.
But now I know why he was like that. Seeing him now,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I respect it. What you
He
were
probably
doing
would have been
back
an
then.
awesome teammate.
awesome teammate. But he was on the Colts.
Yeah. We just didn't. We had a.
Yeah. I don't even think he likes the Colts either.
He likes the Colts.
Oh,
He's
does
out
he?
of Indianapolis.
I
That's
don't
where
like
he
the
shows.
Colts. I don't like them. I don't know why, man. It's a bad taste in my mouth. Oh, with the Deflategate too, that crap that they pulled off.
Yeah.
You can't be any bigger of a loser pulling that off, you know?
Hey guys,
Oh, guys, we lost by 50.
this ball's a little flat. It's a competitive advantage.
Are you kidding me? We ran the ball for 300 yards.
Fun facts about the Patriots.
Yes.
Jackie, what do we got?
This was Jimmy G's rookie year. You just mentioned Jimmy G.
You know what? When we drafted Jimmy G, I got pissed
Why is that?
because I became like the 4th,
Yeah, you
like good best looking guy. Like I was like maybe arguably or maybe even the 5th. You know, you had Brady up there, and I'm sure Brady got a little mad because Jimmy G's handsome.
That. Yep.
Jimmy G is handsome.
Yeah, I saw that Tom got asked who's more handsome that year, and Tom said himself.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I saw that. Like I said, I got hit in the head a lot. So when I say I'm pretty sure, like I'm pretty sure, but it might have not happened.
Yeah.
So don't yell at me if I'm not right.
Don't fact check him.
But I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Oh my
Tom was worried. You
Just-
were worried.
Gone.
Dola was there, right?
Dola's up there.
Dola was worried.
Can we get a top 5, a consensus top 5? Biggest hunks in Foxborough. Can we
You
get?
just said the list right there.
Yeah, but we gotta rank them.
I mean, Dev's a good looking guy. We had some good looking guys.
We did. We had a good looking team. We really did.
You know,
We had a good looking team, and we were scrappy on the field.
scrappy.
That's why.
And we were fucking well coached. We were
Yeah.
disciplined. We didn't make mistakes. We performed under high pressure situations. We practiced like that.
No, we put the work in that year. Every single time we hit that practice field, we put the work in, man. There was no slacking. We kept each other all accountable. You know, it's not like you went out to the practice field and you half-assed it.
You couldn't.
You couldn't.
They were fucking filming goddamn stretch lines to see who was stretching. You hated it as a player, but it did make you better.
Yes.
You know,
100%.
it made the game easier.
It really did.
This is James White, rookie year.
James White, rookie year as well.
What pick was he drafted? He was like a third rounder, wasn't he? Out of
Yeah.
Wisconsin, third, fourth rounder. Bill had some excellent picks of some of our running backs.
The scat backs and
Yep.
stuff. Our,
Yeah,
our
the
third down backs were
Third
always
down backs. He loves them. He Shane Vereen,
Kevin Falk.
James White, Kevin Falk.
He revolutionized that
Yep.
whole
He
spot
did
for
have
our
some
team.
great picks there.
4th round, pick 130.
Yes. James White was an absolute beast, man. Absolute beast.
A lot of beasts on this. Hightower, all the guys on this team, a lot of beasts.
Yeah, but James was such a he didn't say much and he just worked his fucking dick off.
Yes.
Like
He did.
He didn't say anything. And the running back room is usually a very fun room.
You want to know what's great about running backs is that they run the ball, they can run fast, they can make people miss. And then you see them walk together in the hallways in between meetings, and they all walk like 0.1 miles per hour. I swear, man.
So slow.
They walk so slow. It's like, bro, how are you guys making people miss? And how do you guys run so fast? You guys walk so freaking slow.
They save it for the field.
Yeah, they really do.
They save it for the field.
And like you said, well coached. This was Brian Flores, Chad O'Shea, Dayball.
We had a great coaching staff as well, man.
I remember Dayball used to test Gronk and stuff. He'd make these goddamn fucking games and stuff. Remember he'd make games for you guys?
No, that's why I love Dayball. I freaking loved him, bro. I loved him so much.
Why'd you love him? What's your best Dayball?
He just knew how to motivate us, man. Like you said, we were playing Jeopardy in the room in order to learn our plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be like, Jeopardy day. It'd be me versus freaking Who-Man versus Devlin. And then who else was in our tight
Tim
end?
Wright, maybe.
Tim Wright in the room. And it'd be 2 versus 2, you know, and whoever got the answer quicker. He'd make it whoever gets it quicker, whoever shouts it quicker. So then he made us just be able to just, right when you hear the play, boom, you knew what you were doing. Yeah. So he would play the game like that. So then on the field, when you hear the play, you just be like, oh, it's like Jeopardy. Boom, this is what I'm doing. He just learned how to just connect with us.
He did.
Big time.
He knew how to. You loved playing for him.
You did.
You know, because he
I
made
love
shit
playing for
fun.
him.
He knew his players. Like, he made it fun for us. And he knew how to scheme up shit. You remember when we played that blue and white game? Like on the bye week? Because you've always had a bye week, and we'd always have a scrimmage going into the bye week. Dayball, and they'd always let the play callers, they'd always let the tight ends coach be the play caller for one team, the running backs coach, just in case if that ever happened, someone got sick or something, it gave them a rep. Dayball would be calling me for this goddamn this scrimmage 2 nights before, saying, "Hey babe, what do you like? You like the Gotti? You got like the Gotti?" He's scheming up plays for the. We're not going to use any of this. This is like a competition period. I'm like, Dayball, I'm thinking about the goddamn. We were playing the Ravens that year. You know what I mean? Like that's what Dayball was. He loves fucking football. He's always involved. He'll hit you up from his hot tub with a fucking cigar in his mouth at night.
Talking about scheming, at least once a week we would be in meetings, and he always just scheme up a trick play. Every single week he had a new trick play, and they always made sense too. It wasn't like, oh, yo, bro, you're out of your mind. It was like, man, maybe we should run that. And then what happens? He became the offensive coordinator with the Buffalo Bills, and there was a trick play every single week that they were doing. And I was like, yo, those trick plays were all developed when he was my tight end coach. Yeah, he was scheming up all the time.
Always.
Loves football, he loves scheming, just loves being around the game. Loves coaching, loves connecting to the players as
And
well.
the only guy, he's like one of the coaches that would gain like literally 100 pounds during the season. And then all the coaches would go on a gamble, like they would gamble, or not gamble, they would make like a bet that wasn't at the facility or anything. I don't know if they did make a bet, I'm joking. But they would have something like that, and he would lose 100 pounds in the offseason. Remember that?
Yeah.
Every year, clockwork.
It was.
He'd be Kris Kringle when it was Christmas, and then the dude would be like,
the guy would eat everything in sight during the season, and then after football, he wouldn't eat a thing. I feel like.
Not one thing.
He puts 100 pounds on, then loses 100 pounds.
I mean, those guys are crazy.
They are crazy. Coaching is nuts.
I mean, it's so, like they're at the facility all day. You got to get fat. You know,
Yeah,
you're just gonna eat.
You're
and
just
they
not
all-
a coach if you're not fat either.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Amendola? You're not a coach. You're still way too ripped right now.
Yeah, he needs to stop.
Yeah, he needs to get fat as shit, and then we would respect him as a coach.
I went out. No, I went out. I went out there and watched the Raiders practice. Dola's got his cleats and gloves on. He's got cleats on as a coach with gloves. I mean, I'm like, what are we doing,
I think
dude?
he's still dreaming of being a player.
I'm like, dude.
Yeah, he's posting on Instagram like he's a player still.
He posts
Turn
like
the
walking
page.
pics.
Yeah. It's like, is that the Raiders wide receiver or is that a coach? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know.
You got pregame outfits.
Yeah.
I mean, we get pregame outfits.
He needs to become fat shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would be the best coach ever then.
He'd be really good.
Yeah, he'd be really good.
He's too good looking right now.
Yeah, he is. He's way too good looking to be a coach. And then when you're fat shit, you just get respected that much more from a player. And then also you can talk more shit too once you're fat shit. Like, you guys remember back in the day, I did this and this. And then they'd be like, wow, you did. You're right. You're 300 pounds now, Amendola, but you were legit back in the day.
Give us some fun facts into the game, Jackie.
As we mentioned earlier, we were like I was on the team. I'll say we this episode. We were riding a 5-game win streak, averaging 40 points a game, blowing people out after Trent Dilfer. And the Colts 6-1 in their last 7 coming into this game, and then important Bill Belichick coming off a bye week here, going into Indy
Oh, we had a bye week? Oh, they had no shot.
right before this.
Oh, bro, I love bye weeks because, dude, I got abused, man. And then I would practice Wednesday, I would practice Friday, and I'd practice Thursday full speed. I'd be hitting on Wednesday full pads, and I'd be blocking 40 plays a game and then trying to run over 50 people on Sundays. And that's kind of the problem I ran into later in my career is that I needed more rest,
Yeah.
you know, and it was all catching up to me. So I remember that bye week too. I actually went to my brother's game. He was in college, Kansas State, and they were playing at TCU.
I remember that.
And I came back from it, and I felt so refreshed. I was like, dude, I just needed to get away from football for 4 days and not do anything. And I even told everyone I'm going to have the biggest game going into the Colts game too because I finally got rest, bro.
Yeah.
Rest is huge in the NFL.
And that's a good timing to have a bye week. Like right before the run, usually halfway point, or if you get it, like, what is here? That was the first really week of November.
Week
always nice.
10, yeah.
Man, look at those wins. Oh, the Bears. Whomped the Bears 51-23 that year. The Broncos 43-21. And wasn't Peyton the quarterback of the Broncos that year too?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Was he?
Yeah,
What
he
game was that? I don't remember that Denver Broncos game.
Let me pull that up.
Oh, I do. I remember it.
Oh, I do now too. Now I remember. I think we both scored a couple. You scored a touchdown. I scored a touchdown.
Yeah. I think I was split out wide, and I caught a hitch route, turned around, shook the DB, and then ran it in for like 20 more yards.
Did you cut back in?
I cut in on the
Yeah.
on the shake.
Oh, yeah, Gronk, 9 catches, 105 yards, touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Jules. Hold on, I'm scrolling down in the box score. Jules, 9 catches as well, 89 yards and a touchdown.
Wow,
What a
right
game.
here, baby. 9 catches each.
Hey, gotta get my yards up.
But what about your punt returning? That's not talked
I housed
about,
a punt
bro.
that game.
Yeah, you housed a punt, man. You were a legit punt
Oh.
returner, man. You were a football
84-yard
player.
punt return
I forgot about
for a
that.
tutty.
84 out the door.
Yeah. Dude, you were a legit football player. You weren't just a slot receiver. You remember that year you were playing defensive back for the New England Patriots?
Yeah, we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we went to the Super Bowl that year. And then you were playing slot receiver. And then on top of it, you were the punt returner. And did you do kickoff returns as well?
Early
On.
That's different.
That's impressive, man.
That's a different track.
That's just football player, bro.
covered kicks.
Yeah,
I used to
and
cover
cover kicks too. Probably was on punt as well at one point.
I was a PP for a while.
All right.
I did PP.
Wow. So you did it all. You did it all, bro.
Backup holder.
Backup holder too.
Scotty O, mate, used to give me some reps.
Oh,
Like,
Scotty
I
O.
loved Scotty.
Love Scotty O. You love football. What the heck you doing out here if you don't love football?
What else we got, Jackie?
Man, I kind of would say this is like the year of 2014, not just the Colts game we're talking about.
Yeah.
I kind of like how we're not just staying broad with the
No,
Colts game.
that's-
We're talking about 2014.
Dude, that's what this is. This is a
that-
conversation.
Exactly. And that was the best year, man. But also, it was fun just whooping the Colts.
That was that punt return was the ball you threw into the stands. The
No.
Broncos one.
Oh, it was. I got fined $7,500, and my agent came up. We got it reduced because you go to like a little fucking arbitration when you get fined.
Yep.
And my agent came up and said, yeah, because if you throw it in the stands, you could technically start a riot. That's why you get fined. You can hand it to a fan. You can't throw it into the stands. And my agent came up with this excuse. It was like, I think it was like Military Day or something. And there was a couple Marines, and he told them that I was trying to throw it into the open area of the Marines where they were, and they reduced my fine half.
Support the troops.
Support the troops, baby.
That was your fourth
Yo,
career
your
punt
agent's a
return, by
good
the way.
dude. Coming up with that.
Yeah.
Supporting the troops, you definitely got to reduce that.
Jackie.
So this game again, the out the club game. We were talking out back. This is just old school football. Blocking, running, lining up 6 offensive linemen, Gronk, Devlin, banging,
Who man?
running it down their throat. Was that like leading up to that week? Was that the game plan? Just run it, or like establish the run early.
We always felt like we could run the ball on Indy. We could out physical them.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means,
They're
but
like the 20th ranked rush defense.
Out physical them, run the ball, and then a dink pass to you. Run the ball. It wasn't like we were going deep. We never went deep versus the Colts. We never threw a deep ball. Run the ball, play action. Run the ball, dink pass, swing pass. Run the ball, play action to me or something. That's what it was. But we knew we had to establish the run, and we use old school personnel as well. Like we use another
13 personnel.
Yes, 13 personnel. Cam Fleming, he was the other tight end that we used. We had Human too, who was a great tight end who could block and get dirty as well. And then myself that game, I remember they had that D end as well. This is what also triggered me was he was talking garbage the whole game too.
With the end.
Waldron or something.
Yeah.
Well, right. He was the backup for in Green Bay for a little bit, and then he went to the Colts to be the starter. He was talking garbage, and let me tell you, I was tossing him around. Yeah, Eric Walden. Yeah, he was strong though, man. He came after it, but I was just a different animal that game, and I was tossing him. We were running right behind me many of the plays. That's why Sergio kind of went for over 200 because we were just tossing people, man. Just bring up some of the blocking plays. Yeah, not Sergio. That's why Jonas Gray went for over 200.
The Jonas Gray game, yeah.
Well, you did block Sergio 200 yards away from where he should have been.
But just pull up one of freaking Jonas's runs, a random one. I guarantee I'm freaking throwing someone around.
Got to give Jonas his stat line real quick. 37 carries, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yes. And I love blocking. This was a year like where I was in the prime of just like, feed me in the blocking game. Like I love tossing people around.
Speaking of blocking, and I know I'm getting off subject, I remember we all found out Gronk the blocker my rookie year 2000 his rookie year 2010 when we went and played on Thanksgiving against Detroit in Detroit. And the whole week Billy O'Brien was trying to he was hyping up Van de Bosch like Van de Bosch is going to break you.
Yeah.
Van de Bosch is going to kill you, Gronk.
He was saying
cuz Van de Bosch was like Van de Bosch was
like the highest paid freaking DN in the league at the time.
in the
Came
league.
from
He was a
Tennessee.
man-child.
Man-child.
You know what happened when we played that game? Gronk broke his neck.
Broke his neck. He also told me he was going to kill me and all this other stuff during the game and just talking garbage. And I told him I'm going to knock him out before the game ends. And I knocked him out before the game ended.
So that
was my rookie year.
So what I take away from this podcast is if you ever talk shit to Gronkowski, Roberto, it just flips the beast mode switch.
It does.
It does. So
I love it.
So then what if I was a player and I was like, hey, Gronk, you're the best tight end ever, dude. Like, are you going to go soft on me?
Man, now, big dude, you're trying to mind trick me now.
Is he trying to mind trick?
Yeah, he's trying to mind trick.
So then are you going to go back into beast mode?
Yeah, I go back into beast mode. I'd be like, dude, you're
beast
trying
mode no matter what.
Yeah,
Beast mode no matter
what. Back to the Colts. They suck. Oh, man.
Indy's gonna hate us.
They're gonna hate us, bro. But dude, they hated us, man. Even the fans hate us. They talk so much garbage to me too. I remember there was someone in the front row as well, just talking garbage to me. And I remember I just went off after that touchdown.
I remember this.
And I just was the guy in the front row. I just went right up to him and just lit him right up, bro. And that someone from the Patriots had to grab me back, was like, bro, it's not worth it. I was like, it's worth it.
Malice in the Palace with Gronk?
The what?
Malice in the Palace is when the fucking when the basketball team fought the
Pacers.
Yeah. All right. I know that game.
That could have been you.
What, Meta World Peace, right?
Yeah.
Meta. Well, he wasn't world peace when he was fighting at the moment.
I remember after next year when we
he changed his name after. He's like, all right.
He was Ron Artest then.
Ron Artest.
I think we got him coming on here soon, apparently.
We got Ron coming?
Apparently.
No way, dude. Ron Artest is someone you don't want to mess with either. You could just tell.
No,
Yeah. But, wow. Oh, I also got fined for that Sergio block as well, and it was well worth the fine.
How much?
I think it was 15 racks.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, whatever. Well worth it.
It's like a club tab.
Yeah.
You tossed him out
I
of
didn't
the
go
club.
to the club that weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't.
I had to save my 15 grand from the club.
Only a cool 8,200 actually. Only 8,200.
Oh, 8,200.
8,200.
Yeah. Well, that's 15 grand in Vegas, so I didn't go out that night in Boston then.
Yeah, no. You don't. Well, you never pay for a drink in Boston.
No, we didn't. It sounded good.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck. I think we made Andrew Luck retire. He couldn't beat us.
Dude.
I think we truly made him retire. Don't you think so?
I remember when that happened. It took me off. I was surprised when he
just couldn't beat the Patriots. Remember the Colts put a banner up after they won their division?
I mean, I can't believe that.
You think Tom likes the Colts?
No. Tom hates
I'm
Colts.
just going to say he does just to start some shit. I think he really likes the Colts.
He loves them.
He loves them.
Oh, no, Gronk, it's not a division. It's the 2014 AFC finalists.
It was this year.
Banner. It was this
year.
Oh.
It was this year.
Finalist.
Oh, my gosh. What the heck is a finalist? I don't even get it.
Another word for runner-up.
Yeah. Runner-up? Oh, yeah, because we beat them that year in the playoffs.
We smoked them.
We smoked them.
And then it was Deflategate.
Was that to go to the? That was to go to the Super Bowl too.
Yeah.
Oh, that was to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, we beat them 45-7 in the AFC Championship, and then they hung a banner. Who hangs a banner after getting beat 45-7? Is their owner like on something in order to put a banner up?
He's busy trying to save the whales. You hear about that? He tried to spend. Did he spend the $20 million to?
Let me look.
This is great.
What I mean, I wouldn't say the team gelled after this. We already kind of went down that road. I think our jelly moment was when we went and lost to Green Bay this year, and then we went directly to San Diego for the week.
Yep,
that was our gelling, and then we got LeGarrette this next week, and then 2 weeks later, didn't we release Jonas?
Yeah, but
he was on a Sports Illustrated.
He stuck around to the end of the year, actually.
End of the year?
He was just inactive in the Super Bowl.
He only had about 30 more yards total after that game. He was right. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Yeah. Next thing you know,
after he was late to the Friday meeting, the week of the Detroit game.
But it must have been more than just being late to the Friday meeting. There had to be more to it.
Oh, yeah,
and that just topped it off. That was like the cherry on top of the whipped cream.
That I feel bad. Is this one of the best single one-hit performance of all time? What does that mean?
Like Jonas Gray, one-hit wonder, came out, balled out, and then you never heard from him again.
I mean, that's pretty crazy. They had, 200 yards in the National Football League's like nothing to like slump around.
No,
with 4 touchdowns.
And I like Jonas too, man.
Jonas
he was awesome, bro. He was awesome.
He was,
man.
I mean, yeah, because I was trying to find.
You're right.
Anything even comparable, and it was.
I mean, there's not just one-hit wonders in the music world. There's one-hit wonders on the football field as well. What about that running back from Cleveland? He was a one-hit wonder that year.
Peyton
Hillis. There's so many one-hit wonders in the NFL as well. You just really don't notice, but it is so true, though, man. That's why they won't give anyone guaranteed money,
especially that position.
Yeah, especially that position, 100%.
God. This was probably the start of the second dynasty. I would say this game right here.
Yeah, it was.
The intensity.
And just absolutely dominating, like, in the trenches as well.
Yeah. That was what our team became.
And speaking of great, memories, I just really noticed that you're wearing that amazing shirt, Yo Soy Fiesta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was after second year going to the Super Bowl after we beat Baltimore. They're like, Rob, what are you going to do? And then he said it in Spanish. I was like, how do I say I'm going to party? And I go, Yo Soy Fiesta. And I went home. I said, I am party. I meant to say, like, I'm going to party, but I am party was just even better,
It's
though.
better.
Way better.
Way better.
Because it was true.
Oh, my God.
We were the party.
I remember that. It's a little Patriot Espanol.
Yes, I remember that guy to the T. I still think
I saw him recently.
I still think he has the same exact job.
Yeah, he's still there.
He's good though. He's good at his job. Love the guy.
He'd always be feeding me like Spanish lines and stuff.
Yeah,
like
love the guy.
He loved his job.
John Sutcliffe, I believe.
Huh?
I believe his name is John Sutcliffe.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm looking right
Love
here,
you,
yeah.
John. Hola. Soy Fiesta.
What is this? This third legacy? Rob and Dave Gomes?
These two guys of a daily fantasy app that will remain unnamed, they had Jonas Gray in their daily fantasy lineup, and they were like the only people probably in the country to put him in that lineup that week, and they won $1 million. Two guys from South Boston.
Yes, I do remember that. I met these guys, and it's all because of Jonas Gray going for 204 tugs.
$1 million?
And they were on commercials for them like for years after that.
Gronk versus Travis Kelce?
Nah, that has nothing to do with the Colts.
Nothing to do with Colts.
Nothing to do with the Colts.
Who's the best tight end ever?
Hey, Travis Kelce is 100 times better than the Indianapolis Colts. That's the debate right there. That's not a debate.
Single-handedly.
Yes, single-handedly, he's better than the whole organization.
I got a cold story why also it magnifies our dislike for Indianapolis.
You think, first off, do you think the city of Indianapolis is going to like us after this podcast?
They never did like us.
Good. I want to be hated more because, like I said, the more you talk shit, the more we're coming.
We're coming.
So hate us more.
You know what?
We'll freaking put the pads back on.
I never really. Yeah. So, in 17 when I tore my ACL,
Yes.
I watched the game and it was over it was at the Viking Stadium, right? And I roll up and I'm going with Guy Fieri. And he's like, he had a box in the Colts owner's box. So we roll up and I get in. They had me escorted out. They wouldn't let me sit in the box. I got taken out of the Colts box because they didn't want me in there.
I'm glad you did. That makes these stories even better.
I mean, I was like, are you fucking kidding
Yeah.
me? That's
I'm
so
glad
petty.
you did. I'm glad you did.
I've been punked by a couple owners.
I'm glad you did. That's why we fucked them up every time we played them. I mean, why would they let you in? You beat them every single time.
It's a Super Bowl in Minnesota.
Yeah.
They weren't even using the box.
They're still petty about it, about all the losses.
Yeah, it was.
That just shows, though, why we don't like them.
Yeah.
That just shows.
Jack, did we miss anything?
Quick stat correction. The Stanley Cup is for the NHL, not the World Cup. It's the winner of the.
It's all right. Hey, Jack, like I
we'll
said,
let you slide.
we've
We'll let you
been
slide.
smashed billions of times.
Yes.
And when I say billions, I probably mean a couple hundred, but you know what I mean. That we don't know what we're talking about sometimes.
But not fact, guys.
No. That's what I'm here
fact
for.
We're not
That's
fact
what I'm
guys.
here for.
The only fact that you know that you're going to get out of us is that
we beat Indianapolis.
Yeah, we beat the Colts. We whooped that ass. That's the only fact we know.
And then last one. This is from our friend Asaf. Can we get the official top 5 most handsome Patriot list?
Yeah.
Tom, Jimmy G, Dola, Gronk.
Jules.
There you go.
You couldn't put your top.
Not a bad
top
5.
I couldn't say, me in the top 5, but yeah, we'll go with that order as well.
In that order?
Yeah.
Is Tom over Jimmy?
Just
handsomeness?
because he was the starter the whole time, basically. For those 4 games
pure-
that Jimmy
what
started, he overtook Tom. But then when Tom came back,
It was only
he
3.
overtook that
Only 3 games.
reign again. Oh yeah, those 3 games.
Got hurt.
What about though? What about a lineman? We got to throw a lineman in there.
Yeah.
You can't just exclude
Matt
them.
Light was always a good
Matt
looking
Light,
guy.
great looking guy.
Who
Great
else?
looking guy.
Mankins. He's got like a
Makins.
Logan had like a rancher. Like you
He
felt
was
safe. I
he
felt
was country
safe around
sexy.
him.
He's country hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan and Matt Light, country hot. They're number 1 and 2 on the country hot list.
Remember Donald? What was his name? Where they put the real duck in his fucking locker. Donald, he was one of our tackles.
Oh, from where?
I don't remember.
I kind of remember.
He was there
this.
for a couple years. I just remember Donald.
do.
They put a real duck in his fucking
Yeah.
locker.
I
And he
think
got so scared.
I think this was before I got there. That's why you were there for a year before me.
Oh, maybe it was.
yeah, it was for sure.
So, the name of this game, throw him out the club. Is that the name of the game? Out the club, or the Jonas Gray game?
Oh, the name of the game versus the Colts in 2014. I would say,
Throw him out the club.
yeah, out the club.
Out
Throw
the
him out
club,
the club.
or throw him out.
Throw
the
him
club?
out the club.
Throw him out the club.
Yeah, throw him out the club. That's the name of the game.
All right. Let's. So we have this score the game segment. Present what?
Oh, I forgot one more.
What?
Can we get the peace story of Julian and Dan in the shower?
Oh man, I don't know, man, because my brother Dan he won't let me live it down.
What story are we talking about?
Oh, the shower story when my brother Dan G was on the team.
Oh, yeah.
Dan, my brother, we signed him. He was on the team for about 8 weeks, my second year in the league. And Julian and Dan are showering. Dan, we should actually call up my brother Dan. Let me give him a call. He needs to tell the story. 100%. He loves bragging about it to this day. All right, let's see if he answers. If he doesn't answer, then, we can give a scaled down version of it. Dan, all right. I am live on Julian Edelman's podcast right now.
No way.
And our final question of the day, or our final story of the day, is what happened in the shower between you and Julian Edelman?
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
That you still brag about to me to this day.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wow, you must have got hit in the head a lot as well. What do you mean?
Yes.
You brag to me to this day still about it. When Julian looked at you in the shower and said that you have a way bigger piece than me. I didn't want to say the story. I was giving you the opportunity. So,
I know, I've heard that a lot from a lot of people.
oh, my bad. My bad, bro. My bad. That's why. That's why he forgot about it, Jules. Because he hears it from a lot of people.
Oh.
So Julian looked at you, remember, and said, wow, you have a way bigger piece than Rob. You must be at your kid's game. We'll talk to you later, bro. We'll talk to you later. I can hear all the kids in the background. He couldn't say it, but yeah, that's
Thanks for
exactly
calling.
what
Oh
happened.
my gosh.
Yeah.
So fucking every day in the morning, I don't know, Gronk, I would be pissing, and Gronk would come up, and you have the things that divide you, and Gronk's so much taller that he would like literally he'd look over at mine.
It'd just be an accident because I was so tall.
Yeah. He'd look over and he goes, wow, Jules, your piece looks big today, actually. Like, thanks, Gronk. Made my day.
Yeah, but you just put a bad memory in my mouth by telling Dan. Actually, I think it's great. I love it so much.
Can't have it all, Gronk.
I
right?
know.
You can't have it all.
I can't. You're right.
So let's score this game presented by WynnBET. Is this the greatest game of all time? Let's score it. Stakes. The stakes of this game, it's week 10. The stakes are kind of low.
Yeah. I mean,
Out of 10.
it was
1 out of
medium.
10?
No, it's not low because we had a win and it was versus the Colts. It felt like a true rivalry game.
Yeah.
Like the stakes were probably like a 5 or 6.
6.
6. I'll give it a 6. Nothing too crazy, but it was up. It was Sunday Night Football as well. So that
Sunday
puts
Night
it up
Football,
to a 7. Then.
7.
Puts it up to a 7 since it was Sunday Night Football.
All right, we'll go 7. Star power. We didn't have. It wasn't like our most starry team because
Yeah.
Jonas Gray was.
Put it this way: Jonas Gray was the star. So there must have been no star power.
Probably what 5.
Yeah, we'll go for 5.
Gameplay.
What does that mean?
The flow of the game. Like it wasn't an exciting game. We kind of.
No, it was, man.
Was it?
No, they did well on offense. They actually
they?
had a pretty productive day. What was the final score, anyways?
42-20.
Oh, but we put it on them at the end, I think. No. It was only 14-10 going into the half. So it was the second half we took over. All right. So
adjustments.
So the gameplay,
I mean, we've done like Super Bowls.
Yeah,
and stuff,
so
you know,
4.
like 4.
Yeah, 4.
The name
like the gameplay in the when we played them in the playoffs, that was like a 1 because we beat them 52-7 or whatever.
Yeah,
so this one's a 4.
At least
all
a
right,
4.
Now
yeah.
I get it. Now, yeah, that's a 4.
The name of this game. I mean, that's
throw them out the club.
I know, but what's that? What's the score of that name? That's a good name.
What do you mean? What's the score of the name?
Like how good of a name for a game?
Oh, 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We got to have a high ranking. We'll give it a 9.
Maybe a 10.
Yeah, we'll give it a 10.
Yeah.
We'll give it a 10.
We like dimes.
What's the total, Jackie?
Let me get my math. I'm gonna get my calculator out over here.
Oh, hey, remember I'm math magician. 7 plus 5 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. Plus 10 is 26.
What's the average?
You divide that by 4. The average is 6.5.
Telling you.
Like John Nash over here. Hell yeah.
Wow, I'm a math magician.
I'm telling you.
I know numbers. I can't read, but I know numbers.
The guy would always throw number. If I had a question on any numbers, wouldn't I walk down the hallways and be like, "Yo, Gronk, what's like the square root of this?"
Yeah, and then I'd just shoot it right back at you with the answer. That was fun.
So this out of the rankings, where's this game ranking, Jackie? These are all the games we've done.
Oh, all right.
This comes in at a
cool.
6-5, so it is tied with. It ties with the Bruins Canucks Game 7 Stanley Cup final.
Wow. I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. That's how exciting our games are. It ties a Stanley Cup Game 7. I would say, though, the breakdown of this was like a 9 or 10 today. What would you say?
I mean, we got you on here. It's 10.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take
Come
it.
on, come on,
Oh,
Rob.
I like that.
6.9?
Yeah, 6.9. See, I like these 69 jokes again because we're going back in the day. That's when like 69 jokes were on fire.
That's
too.
all you said for your first 3 years.
I really did. That's all I did say.
Oh,
Yeah.
We miss anything?
I think we hit it all.
Yeah.
You want to plug anything, Gronk?
No, I don't got anything to plug besides the Colts suck.
Last one. We didn't really talk Tom at all. But
we didn't
wanted
talk
to ask,
Tom.
what's the difference between Tampa Tom and Foxborough Tom? Or was there a difference?
I mean, he was just way more laid back. That's 100%. That's the biggest difference.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was way more laid back.
Was he?
Yeah, you know Tampa Tom. I mean, Patriot Tom. Every drive, he was motherfucking someone, throwing the tablets. He did that like once or twice instead of 30 times. Yeah.
I remember when he forgot the downs.
Yeah, he did forget the downs. He was a little confused. Everyone was confused that game. It was a Thursday night game. We lost. But he was way more laid back. Just way more laid back. A lot more carefree as well.
I mean, you guys, it was impressive. You guys went out there and fucking.
It was impressive.
That was insane.
We gelled the last 8 games of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came on. We were so up and down.
You guys had to learn with your team.
Year. Yeah.
You had to learn what you did best.
And it was COVID year, so no one knew each other until the start of training camp.
Jesus.
Like, that's tough. You just throw everyone together, a team together in the NFL, you know, at the start of training camp, no one knows each other from the offseason.
That makes it way more impressive that Tom was able to do that.
Yep.
COVID year, no meetings, Zoom meetings.
It really was. Oh, no, we were practicing secretly. The NFLPA was calling us, like, stop doing that. Like, we were practicing secretly on that field, and there was helicopters out every single day we were practicing. And they would video us. The helicopter would video us practicing at a high school. And then that's when everyone was flipping out, like, you're not supposed to be getting together. What about COVID? Like, stop that. And we're like, yo, we're just trying to play some football here. We're staying 10 feet apart. Don't worry. Tight ends lined up here. The wide receivers out here. The quarterbacks over here. We stayed away from each other.
I don't remember that.
Oh, Dan texted me.
What did he say?
He goes, "You got the story all wrong." I told you I got hit in the head plenty of times, but he wouldn't say it. Well, so Dan, I had to make up a story. It was something about how much bigger your piece was. All right. You didn't want to talk because you're at your kid's game. That's your fault.
Yeah.
You should have went to the bathroom.
Yeah, I got to clarify. We'll have to do it next time you come on. We'll have to clarify the story.
Yeah, we will.
We'll have to clarify.
That's why we did that.
I want to thank you, bro. Thanks for coming on. I love you. I miss you. Can't wait to work with you again.
Yes, this was great. I love you too, Jules. You were one of the best teammates. You know, there's one thing about Jules is he has the grit to get it done every single time on the field. You know, you could trust Jules every time he hit the field, where he would be. And you could trust you. If there was a fight, a brawl, you'd be right there to whoop some ass as well.
Yeah, just like you would.
Yeah. That's why we won championships.
What is the song I used to sing to you to motivate you when you're having a poopy day?
He's big. He's bad. He's the Gronk.
You remember that one? You remember the...
I come in some days like, bro, I'm beat up. And you're like, but you're big.
You're bad. You're big, bad Gronk. Because there's that one commercial. He's big. He's bad. He's my big bad dad. I forgot what the commercial was. So I used to say that to Gronk.
And then the days you were rolling around, I'd be like, you'd be getting your clothes off, taking your clothes off, changing after practice. I'd be like, look at you, I'd be like, Jules, you boxer ripped. Yeah. Then you were always ready to go right after that.
You'd always say, man, dude, you're boxer ripped.
Just 6-pack, just bolting out. Arms are just looking diesel, the veins popping. Boxer ripped.
You know, trying to look like you.
Not that one boxer from who's my height from a different country. Beast, but he doesn't look like a boxer.
Oh, Tyson Fury?
Yeah, Tyson Fury. Not that boxer ripped.
No.
You're more like the guy that he fought. The other big guy. The one that's super ripped. Kind of looks like
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder.
I was going for more Stallone and Rocky, but
yeah,
I'll take that.
All right. No, you're right. Stallone.
I'll take it.
Stallone.
Right. But thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. That was a blast.
That was fun.
That was fun. Reminiscing the good old times. Amazing.
Gosh, I love Gronk.
The best.
We've been kind of away from each other ever since he went to Tampa. And you do your own things. I'm on a different team. He's on a different team. And now that we reconnected at Fox, which is awesome. We've been hanging out more that we're both retired. It just brings me back to like just good locker room vibes. Fucking love Gronk.
All-time locker room foxhole guy.
He is. Like, whenever you're having a rough day, you just looked at old Gronk, and he'd make you smile.
He's big. He's bad.
He's big, bad Gronk. Yeah, that was a fun interview. I can't. He really does dislike Indianapolis.
I mean, I thought I was a hater. He took it to another level, and I love it.
It brought me back to my hatred for them. Like, I kind of forgot. I didn't forget. But, being an NFL analyst now in the studio, you got to take off that Patriot bias. And then once Gronk was here, I put that goddamn hat right back on, and I was like, fuck those guys.
Fuck them.
All right, what do we got? We got some little segment we're doing here. We asked you guys to send over some questions, and now we're going to answer them.
What do you say? Should I crack open the DMs here?
Let's see what the DMs, it goes down in the DMs with Jackie.
Spicy Games with Names DMs. All right, we'll turn to X first from our buddy Tristan Melton. Who was the most physically brutal / aggressive team in NFL history or of your career, Julian?
That we played against.
Yes.
Those, anytime you played the Ravens, it was a nasty game with Ray.
Ed Reed.
Sucks. Ed Reed lit me up.
Ray did too.
He did too. Those guys, I mean, everyone, that whole team, they played tough football. That just came right off my head.
I like that answer. Should we move on?
Move on.
All right. This one comes from Megan G90.
Megan
G90. This was also on X. When are you going to interview more wrestlers?
We need to get some more wrestlers, don't we, Jack?
Oh, my God. We had Shawn Michaels last year. He was a boss.
Shawn Michaels made me feel like I could go out and wrestle. I don't know if he was just. I don't know.
I mean, you could. He wasn't just.
He hyped me up.
He did hype, but I think you still could.
Those guys are like rad, smart, and great performers, even though they're not performing because it is real.
It is real.
But they're good.
Stone Cold, Ric Flair.
Woo!
Woo! I'd welcome any of those guys. Let the glass
Goldberg?
shatter.
Goldberg. Who's next?
Who else we got after Goldberg? Maybe.
No, that was his thing.
Oh, that was his. Jesus Christ.
That was his thing. Remember he'd give the fuck. He would do the.
He would spear, right?
Yeah, spear.
He's like a first ballot barbed wire tattoo guy in my mind. Right up there with Pam Anderson. If you had the barbed wire tat on the bicep, whew.
What was that movie called? I have it over on the wall.
The one with Tommy Lee?
Bob Wire.
Oh,
I think it's called Bob Wire.
Oh,
yeah.
We're all over the place in this question. Jeez,
Let's go to the next one.
I don't know what I'm tripping, bro. This comes from our guy Boston Sports Throwback, on Instagram. Who was the funniest teammate you ever had?
I would say probably the funniest teammate I ever had was Rich Ornberger.
Oh, I was thinking you were going to say Nico Cotavides, but
now, Nico Ornberger. He was funny, but like Rich was like real funny. And the crazy thing about Rich is we were both rookies together, and he like carried our rookie skits. He would tell these elaborate stories about Penn State, which we can't get into, and he would draw up on the whiteboard on how he'd do it, how the story went down, where Joe Pa was. His Joe Pa impression was so funny. Hey, Rich, Ornberger, is that you? He's just
nothing like storyboarding out some rookie skits.
He was so funny. And then the first day we all had to report with Ornberger. He sits down and, everyone has to introduce yourself when you're a rookie. And fucking Rich introduced himself. And Rich he was like a silver fox at like 22.
Whoa.
He was silver. And he gets up and Randy goes, "You telling me that's a motherfucking player? A rookie? I thought he was a coach." Randy started getting on him. And so from there on, Randy called him coach. It was so funny, fucking Randy. Yeah. It were rookies, so like you're terrified of them. But that's the funniest teammate I had.
Shout out Rich. We got to get Rich on the pod someday.
Rich, he's doing TV over in San Diego.
Whoa, he's down the road.
Yeah, he's right down there. I think he's announcing he hit me up on Twitter. I hit him back.
We got to get him on here. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
what a legend.
It would be.
Next question from our guy, Aaron Pugh on Instagram. What was the most mad, annoyed, or pissed off Tom Brady ever made you?
I'd probably say when he left. And it wasn't that he left. It was how I found out he left. Found out on Twitter.
Damn.
Been catching his balls for 10 years, 11 years. You'd think that he would, "Hey, buddy, I'm going to go south." "All right, Tom, it's all right, man. I understand. You got to do what you got to do, man. I love you." No, none of that. Find out on the bottom ticker of Fox Sports Network. Bottom ticker. And I went out with him and Jimmy Fallon. We went to a Syracuse game, literally like 3 days or a week before. Didn't tell me anything.
That's it for questions this week. Keep them coming. We'll be doing this segment plenty more times.
Need the questions. Comment. Wait, what was my song?
It was
Comment and ask us a game to do.
Remember to rate and review. Harmonize. Like the Bee Gees.
That was good right there, Jackie. And thanks for watching Games with Names presented by WynnBET. Gotta have Gronk back.
100%.
Gotta have him back. We're working together more. I'm gonna just bug him and say, "Hey, buddy, just come on the pod whenever you like. Hey, half of it could be your pod. We just need more Gronk in our life."
Everyone does.
Everyone does. It's been another episode of Games with Names presented by WynnBET. Remember to follow Games with Names on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat I still get mixed up when I see X. I think that we missed something on the thing, but
So weird.
it's a social media platform, formerly known as Twitter. And we'll see you next week, guys. See you next week, Jack.
See ya.
Games with Names is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.